What is up, everybody? This is your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. This is a later version. I have Blues House in the building that's going to be on the show with me. We're going to talk about a array of things, but the main thing we're going to talk about, and I know you probably going to enjoy this, especially a lot of y'all that grew up in the 90s. Talking about this new Freaknik documentary, boy. I swear to I knew that they was running out of ideas, but I never thought they'll get that idea. So I'm excited about that one to talk about that with Blue and Mika and everything. And hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this episode. Kick in, chill with us. This is a late night edition. You know, normally I don't really do late night editions. I'm normally on here in the mornings, but since I'm off, since it's Easter, you know, the wrap up of Easter, I want to rise something else up, and that's this documentary. But the real question is,
Are you ready?
all right. Let me introduce you to my man Blue Minotti. My man Blue is in the house from Blues House Live. What is up?
What up, people? We good?
Man, you already know what it is, man. It's all good over on this side, man. And for people who are not familiar with your YouTube channel, please just tell them just a little bit where they could be able to catch you at, especially on these interwebs and all of that out
Yeah,
here.
man. Yeah, man. At Blues House Live on YouTube. Actually, it's just at Blues House on YouTube. My bad. At Blues House on YouTube. And just trying to build a community, man. Pop culture. I'm probably gonna start infusing some music into it. Talk a little bit of hip hop, and things of that nature, man. But yeah, check us out, man. You know what I'm saying? We trying to keep the party live. It's a house party, you know what I'm saying? Come through, kick it with the house gang. You know how
Yeah,
it is.
that's what I'm talking about. And you know what I mean? I'm always whenever I can try and check out them, popcorn in your beard, Back of the Bus podcast, Chillmonger,
Mhm.
SSK, all this love that I'm trying to show around, man. And I know that my man shows me a lot of love. Let me get to some of these comments or whatever. King Mo, hopefully King Mo is still here. The PTSD of the generation is going to be triggered as we speak if we start talking about that Freaknik. I can't wait to get into that one.
Yeah, man.
He must have did this early because he was like, "Wait, is this thing on?" Oh, yeah, my man King Mo is here though. Nair Rashad, what's going on, man? Hopefully, I
What's up,
said your name
Rashad?
right. What's going on, man? My man King Mo, he is in the building.
Yeah,
What's
he
going
here.
on,
He
King
here.
Mo? You
What up?
already
What
know,
up?
man. Popcorn in your beard with Mo, Mika, um, Ken, Rashad, everybody, just everybody
They,
who
they
got the
got they got a
group.
whole
They got
smorgasbord of niggas over there, man.
yeah, they got the group, man. You know what I mean? I'm over here solo dolo, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already talk about light skin, so I'm gonna ride this thing out solo. No, but Blue
Yeah.
man, Blue man, how's everything been doing, man? How's everything been going with you, man? How is this YouTube thing, man?
It's going, man. You know, everybody searching for the coveted monetization. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yes,
going,
sir.
man. It's
Yes,
going. You
sir.
know, I'm enjoying it. Enjoying the process and the progress. And hopefully I get that monetization and we can really take this thing off, man. But yeah, everything's live, man. I'm really enjoying it.
Right. And people don't really understand how hard trying to get monetized really is, man. You literally got to hit 4,000 hours of watched hours. And
Yeah,
that's your videos,
right.
not your shorts, because that's a whole totally different tier. And you have to hit 10 million like watch hours on that thing. I mean, you got to have a video to just pop. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
To even get there.
The
You know what I
grind is
mean?
slow. It's a
And
slow grind.
it really is, man. Oh yeah, but Mo, for sure, for sure. You Rashad, all of y'all, Ken, Duke, Mika, you already know, man. This is
Mhm.
family now.
Yeah.
I just came in. I'm the light skinned cousin that came in with the plate in my hand. Now,
That's right. That's right.
but yeah, man, a lot of people don't understand, man. It's like this is probably one of the most slowest. You have to have patience with this whole entire thing, man. When it comes to the YouTube thing, you thinking, oh man, I got a camera set up, I got this, I'm talking about good topics. People are gonna roll in, and it technically it used to be like that, before the algorithm whole thing came in. Now with the algorithm is here, man, that's it's hard. Duke is in the building, man. We man.
All the homies, we just missing Ken now. All the homies out here, man.
That's what I'm saying. I might as well put all nah. You already know we gonna do our thing, man. We gonna do our thing soon. You know what I'm saying? With everybody, you know what I'm saying? Over here, man. Have it deep. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this thing is a grind, man. And with the whole algorithm, it's like, man, you got to have a video that pops. I know a lot of people, are doing a lot of live stream, and sometimes it's just that one video, 6-7 minute video that might get you going. You know what I mean? And the live streams is kind of really, to me, the live streams are easier to do, but it's so harder to gain an audience with the live stream. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because they might not catch you when you live, but then they might catch you after you're live, and then people's attention span is so short. Or we say they are, and then they watch it for a few minutes. You check the algorithm. I mean the analytics. You already know how it is. You be like, you watch this video for 4 minutes. It's 60 minutes. What is going on? But that's just how it is. And I would tell anybody that's in this space. And I really got into YouTube because I started podcasting in 2017, but I started YouTubing like during the pandemic. Once I found out StreamYard and all these other apps, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Let me start using that because I've been giving Facebook, you know what I'm saying, the Facebook Live a lot of my free time. You know what I mean? And I gained a big following on. You remember how Facebook used to be? Once you hit 5,000, you plateaued out. You was done. And that's what happened. I hit that wall and I couldn't gain any more people because I had one video that went viral. One of my lives went viral where I had a lot of gay men mad at me. A lot of gay men really upset with me. No, okay. So the video that I was that went viral was, why do men have to wear a dress to get the laugh? Right? And it was a legitimate question.
It is.
You know what I mean? So, we've seen that with, Martin and Big Mama's house. Dave did it. If people don't believe,
people don't even know that Dave did it.
Dave did it in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, he did it.
He had to do it. It's literally probably maybe 10 seconds that you will miss it, but they coming out that castle.
That castle,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did it.
So every major comic, when I say that major comic, Kevin Hart, a lot of these dudes, they have done it in Hollywood. So that was my question.
Well, shit, now that let's try to break this shit down. Do you think it's some type of rite of passage, or do you just think it's for the comedy? Because you know what I'm saying? It's been going on since what's my man's who did I can't even think his name right now. He, the black comic, he did he wore a dress. He kind of did like a Madea type.
You talking about
I can't think right now.
what's his name? Mika just popped in the house. Mika G. Well, she was there.
There she go.
There she go.
What it do? What it do, Mika?
What up? See, we missing now. We got Mo, Rashad, Duke. You know what I mean? I feel like just bringing the whole group in here. We you know how I am. It's all love with me. So if you guys want to get, I would just say this: Mo, Rashad, Duke. If y'all want to come on and chop it up with me, because you already know how I am. I ain't no hate in me. I want all the love.
Ain't no hate.
Y'all want to chop it in? You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the chat, and I'll send the link to you guys, and y'all come on, because I'm telling you, this Freaknik documentary, we got to talk about that one. You know what I mean? I want to talk about that. But Mika, how you doing?
I'm tired.
I bet.
That
9-5 ain't no joke, huh?
I'm tired.
So for the people who don't know about you, or just now coming in, because you know I do this all the time, just so they know who you guys are, even though you've been on the show before. But just in case somebody's new, tell them exactly where you from, or who are you, where you at, what podcast you on, all of that good stuff.
Me?
All of them.
All of them.
Right, not all of them. I'm Mika G from Blues House Live. I'm a co-host on there. I'm also a co-host on Popcorn in Your Beard. I am a horror movie fanatic, if you wanna call it that. I'm getting ready to restart my custom shoe business. So
Yes, indeed.
Word.
yeah, I've been sketching some ideas, and we're gonna get that going again. So yeah, that's pretty much it about me. Then you can find me on Blues House Live on Wednesday nights and Popcorn in Your Beard Tuesdays and Saturdays. I hope I got that right. But yeah.
So you just doing everything. You got the shoe business cracking. You got all these podcasts you on. I mean, like, how does it feel to be that busy?
A little draining, but I make it work.
That's right.
Hey,
that's the shooter.
Right.
Contract killer right there.
I'm trying to think of I know the committee you talk about. It's not Nipsey Russell. It's oh my God, because he has a show. He had a show back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Where he was doing facts on that, Rashad. Facts on that one. But you know
who I'm talking about. Either way,
I know who you're talking about. But
is it?
I felt like for him, I felt like for that period of time, I think it was comedy. But then and I'm gonna just say it. When you said a rite of passage, I started thinking about a lot of the white actors who had to wear the dress too.
There's a lot.
Not
People think it's just black men who got to wear the dress.
Right.
But see, that was a shtick back then.
Yeah, and it goes all the way back to, if you think about it, go watch old Merry Melodies cartoons. You know what I mean? It's always Bugs Bunny.
Bunny.
Wore a dress. So is that a stick in it? Was that muscles? I mean, I guess you could say it's a stick from Hollywood, because I go all the way back to the minstrel period, where you had a lot of these people not only dress up in blackface, but as women and all of that for laughs.
But that was right for laughs. I'm shit. If you want to take it back, you take it back to the Greeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
Take it all the way. But I'm trying to stay modern. If we, you know what I'm saying, trying to stay modern. I mean, you got Robin Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say that it's not a racial proclivity or anything like that, but also that it is on both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It is on both sides.
We got Mo in the house. What's going on, Mo? Mo representing Popcorn in Your Beard.
What it do?
And if any of you guys else want to just hop, if you do want to hop on, you don't have to. If you do want to hop on, all you got to do is I put the link in the bio. All you got to do is pop in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paying $50 for this for nothing. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You can pop in if you want to. Well, what's going on, Mo? And we kind of talking about this subject, man. Do you think that it's a rite of passage to wear the dress in Hollywood, or what do you think?
I mean, a lot of what you see on TV is just a big old game of monkey see, monkey do. It's people who have done it previously, who have made it look good. So it's kind of one of those things where it's almost like street ball, where it's like you can't make a name for yourself. You can't make a career in street ball and give yourself a name. Like, you have to earn your name from the people. So like in that realm, like that's the thing. Like, I'm going to go out here and ball out and go crazy until I make a name for myself. So it's like with the whole Hollywood dress situation, so many people have done it before. So it's like, okay, well, let me fall in line and do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so in a sense, you can call it a rite of passage because so many people feel like that's the thing to do.
Mika, what you think? Is wearing a dress a rite of passage in Hollywood, or because we seen it all? Tu Wong Fu had a whole list of
was
A-list actors
it was
in dress.
Latino, white, black.
So it ain't just
John
black
Leguizamo, Hayden Ass was in one. You know what I'm
Yup.
saying?
I necessarily wouldn't use Tu Wong Fu as an example of a rite of passage. I think their careers was hurting and they just did whatever. I would have to agree and say that it is kind of a rite of passage because like if Martin hadn't did Shanae or like what's his name Jamie Foxx, you know, it's almost like if they didn't do it, we probably would have still known Martin, but most people know Martin from playing Shanae than anything. Like the first thing you think of when you think of the Martin shows, you think of Shanae. It's like, oh my, I don't know you didn't. Right. Or Wanda from In Living Color, or even hell, Jim Carrey playing the bodybuilder, the female bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, so,
which was hilarious. All of it was good comedy.
Right.
All of
but that's what I mean by like rite of passage. Like, and just like what Mo said, it's gotta be good though. You can't just come out in a dress and think you finna, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Because then on the opposite end of the spectrum, you got your Dave Chappelle's of the world that's gonna stand his ground and say, look, I don't have to wear a dress to be funny.
Right.
But he put the dress on.
He did put the dress on. He just did. He in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I told you, Mac. I told you that
it's a blink if you miss it. It's literally a blink if you miss it scene where they all coming out. Robin they had to sneak out of the castle, and in Robin Hood Men in Tights, they've got that dress on.
Yep.
And see, and I mess with Robin Hood Men in Tights, and obviously it's something I don't remember. So was it like dress, or was it more like that's just like how Scottish men wear kilts?
Nah, this was a dress.
Well, like, so it wasn't just it was part of that time dress. It was like
nah. This was a dress.
Like Longest Yard, Tracy Morgan.
Not necessarily that far, but yeah. Rashad said something that's interesting. He said, I think it's a theater thing. All parts were played by men. Romeo and Juliet was a stage play with two guys. Mm-hmm. That is very true.
And that's what I'm talking about. You can take it back to Greece. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was all men up there on that stage. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Speaking of which, why do I look like I'm fake compared to all of y'all? I'm looking at myself on the screen like, why do I look real?
AI shit, man. You know?
Right.
Like,
AI
are you the real Dre Mac?
Right. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I'm not.
You got a 4K ring light on. That's why.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I look phony compared to y'all. Like, what is going on? But no, it's so to tell the story. to tell the story. So all these gay men are now inboxing me in this thing because my video went viral. Just because I asked that question, why do men have to wear a dress to be funny? And then it became a whole big debate or whatever. So it's really when you're doing this YouTube thing, man, you just really just need one video just to get it cracking. Just or a series of videos. People look at your video quality, all of that stuff when you're doing a single video. So I guess that's what it is, man. It's a slow grind, but we'll all get there. We all gonna be monetized. We're all gonna be sitting good. You know what I mean? So that's all I care about, man. And we all grow from there. And then we we're a part of this community that I look at is that, black men, black women doing all the same thing. And we're able to interact with each other without sitting up there hating each other. That's my biggest goal, man. I ain't looking like, he monetized. Why is he monetized? You know what I mean? I'm happy he's monetized now. I'm going to get there. We're going to continue to share so his people will know my people. So that's the way I look at it.
Indeed.
Yeah. So let's get to this subject. Hulu. Out of anybody. Now I would expect Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Even Amazon, Hulu, bringing out a Freaknik documentary. And when I seen this, I tripped because I remember how Freaknik used to be the biggest thing. Facts, Rashad, on now with facts. How the thing was, get the Freaknik. And I think the first I don't know when the first Freaknik came out. I ain't even gonna say the period a lot, but if anybody who's rewatching this show, Freaknik was Girls Gone Wild, the Black Edition.
It was in the 80s.
It was
It
okay.
started in the 80s. It was Black Spring Break.
Yeah,
That's
that's what it was originally called.
Yeah, it was just
It was
Black
really
Spring
called
Break.
Black Spring Break.
Yeah,
but it started Freaknik in the 80s.
Yeah. So what are y'all? What? Boy, somebody mama gonna be mad. I mean, somebody mama gonna be mad because they gonna be on there. They're gonna be on the back of a what was them Suzuki sidekicks?
Yeah, man,
You know
the
what I'm
Suzuki
saying?
sidekicks.
With their cheeks out. What y'all think about this?
It's a lot of people who were born in the 90s that's gonna watch this documentary and they're gonna realize how they got here.
Yeah,
This is How I Met Your Mother, Black Edition.
Black Edition. The
Freaknik
mamas and aunties
Edition.
gonna be looking sick, boy.
They sick now. They are sick as we speak.
Sweating
Man.
bullets, man.
Just the thought of this production even being made, their PTSD is in shambles.
Their thing is they always say, "Thank God there wasn't any cell phones back in those days," and they're like, "Oh no, there weren't cell phones. There were video cameras."
The big heavy ass camcorders with that bright ass light.
Yeah. Hey, girl, let me get this on camera real quick.
Right.
Girl,
And then as Freaknik,
hold on, wait a minute. Do that thing,
Turn that
man.
one.
Adjust the camera. Do
We
that.
gotta focus. Let me refocus. Hold on.
and then as Freaknik went on, it got the camera, got smaller and
Got
smaller.
smaller,
Still, it
yeah.
got smaller and smaller.
That handy cam. Got that handy cam.
Oh yeah, a lot of aunties, a lot of moms.
A
Shit, there's
lot
gonna
of
be a lot of uncles and pops on there. You know, I'm like,
Yeah, right.
oh, you in the church now, huh? But you was back here finger banging and what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So it's
A
gonna be
little bit of
crazy.
everything. The
Wait a
same
minute.
video camera they was using to videotape their son basketball game. They was in the street the next day.
On the same tape.
Same tape.
Same cassette tape.
Whoa, fast forward through that. You ain't supposed to see that.
Ain't
If
supposed to
I'm,
see
not,
that.
if I'm not mistaken, they used to make hood movies out of Freaknik. If I'm not mistaken,
yeah,
and
they
sell it
did.
in the record stores.
Mhm, they did.
So I mean, your mama probably been out there like that, and all they mamas have been tripping about how wild chicks are now. This whole documentary gonna destroy. I just wait for Twitter. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Twitter.
Oh, you know what? You saying that? I don't know if they're gonna have a leg to stand on saying that what they did back during Freaknik time stands up to what they do now. Cause that's like I wild out for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? They wilding out for the year now.
I don't think they're gonna have a leg to stand on, especially for as much as they came for our generation.
Ooh, yeah.
So, hey, what Terrence Howard said on Best Man, it's karma, baby. It's karma, baby.
Because
Don't say nothing.
I'm not gonna lie.
Technology was trash or less than back then, but oh, how the times have changed. Our technology today is so dope that we can revive that prehistoric technology y'all had.
And put it in HD. Ain't that your
And
mama
make
right
it HD. Hulu got the Black Forces on right now, and I'm here.
Yeah, they do.
I'm here for all of
They
it.
got the Black Forces on there, and they got the ski mask.
With the white
I'm here
tee.
for it, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm here
the
for
Pooh
it.
Shiesty mask.
Right, because I remember my cousins them going to Freaknik when I was in high school. So they'll send me pictures. You know, they come back. They got pictures. You know what I'm saying? They got the tape, and I'm like, oh snap, cracking that weekend.
I made it to Freaknik one time. This had to been like 96. It was dying down. It was like 96, 96, 97, something like that. Made it up there, and it started to get barren, but it was still live. You know what I'm saying?
Because
I was one of my homeboys' uncles. It was crazy. It was crazy.
I think Freaknik morphed into something else, like in the 2000s.
Cause see, I'm from Georgia, so they got a new mayor, and that new mayor, he started cracking down on it because he was trying to, they was bringing the Olympics in.
Yeah, Olympics '96.
Right.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So they started cracking down on it. Then after the Olympics came, it just started drizzling out. So that was it.
So what do you think? What do you think the impact of this documentary gonna do? Do you think it's really going to like? Are more people going to be like more shook by it, or are they going? Or you think more of the younger generation, the kids that was in their 20s, you're in their early 20s, late teens, early 20s, going to see their parents just a little bit different? What do you guys think?
Mika, hit that. Go ahead.
Did you just start busting out laughing?
Man, these kids about to light these adults up. That wasn't that you on the tape on Hulu?
Mm-hmm.
And you talk about me. Oh no, these kids is about to have a field day. Black Twitter is about to go ham on this whole documentary.
I think it's gonna be tame though. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be what everybody trying to make it out to be. I think it's gonna be tame.
I don't think it is.
Somebody about to lose their job. You were about to lose your job.
No, I do. I think it's gonna be tame. I don't think it's gonna be to
it's
the
on
height
Hulu.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. You know what I'm saying?
So they ain't gonna show every. They not gonna show.
Uncle Luke is a producer on this.
Is Luke a producer on this?
Yes, Luke is a producer on this. So it's about to be girls going. I ain't gonna say.
Hold on, wait a minute, because Uncle Luke used to have this video too.
Look,
he's a producer on this for this documentary. This about
So
like
what
they about to
Luke is gonna need
expose
to
everything.
do is, I don't know. I think Hulu picked up the documentary more so than Luke picking Hulu, because if I'm Luke and I put it on the table and say who want to pick it up,
right?
And then Hulu happened to jump at it, is it because, I mean, did anybody else jump at it? Where was Hulu the only one willing to take the risk? And then if it's Uncle Luke, you got to drop the DVD so it show everything that you can't stream on the platform.
Exactly.
Because Uncle Luke, what was it called? Uncle Luke's Freak Show or something like that, or Peep Show?
JD and Uncle Luke is producing it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man, I'm not going to lie. Derek Thomas, God rest his soul, but Derek Thomas, because he's from Florida. You know what I mean? No, he's from Alabama. No, is he originally from Florida? I think he's from Miami, Florida, but went to Alabama. Derek Thomas, former Kansas City Chiefs player. This is before he passed away. He was on one of Uncle Luke's Peep shows or whatever. He was walking down with a few girls or whatever. Uncle Luke was like, "Hey, it's Derek Thomas." This dude, high, drunk, was like, "Fuck you, Uncle Luke," and just kept walking. So I can just imagine with other footage, if you know Uncle Luke's,
right?
He got
the
footage.
Wow, I remember. I used to watch the Peep Show.
I'm pretty sure they put it out on social media. Like, hey, if you got any old VHS tapes of Freaknik, send them our way.
But and see, that's what I'm thinking. Like legally, you know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying. If I was recorded back then, I need a percentage. You know what I'm saying? Like I need something. What you?
Because definitely, because if you got to outsource to put this together, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously they have enough to make a documentary, but I'm pretty sure it's people that's sitting on their footage like, nah, I ain't gonna send it because if Luke ain't gonna give me nothing for it, I ain't gonna give it to him.
Right.
Facts.
Or it just could be our Uncle Luke footage. He might got a whole library worth of, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it is Uncle Luke. He had a street team and everything.
Yeah. So Luke he might not need to outsource. He might be like, man, I got the whole library.
Boxes in his attic.
Good.
And I can just imagine every year him being at Freaknik, everything he recorded. Just
and
him.
JD got boxes.
Because he's from Atlanta. I know
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's about to be
I agree with that.
This gonna cause some issues like Girls Gone Wildish. And you was just saying that, like, if they don't have consent on a lot of these people and they got them out there, it's gonna cause
it wide, just getting, you know what I'm saying?
And then it's like it's hard to adapt those people too. Like somebody gonna see themselves on a documentary and you already know this is probably gonna cause an uproar. Like somebody
might get a lot of backlash.
Me being in this documentary.
It is. The world is super soft right now, bro.
Super soft.
And they gonna see that and they be like, "I thought you was a deacon of the church, Deacon Jones,
Mother Ebony. Can we talk to you real quick?
Like, hey, that was the old me.
May Pearl. May Pearl, let me talk to you, May Pearl.
Oh yeah, that too. That too. The underage girl.
Yeah, I ain't even think about the underage
Yeah,
situation because
underage
it was a
girls
lot
out
of
there.
them. Because
Right.
shit,
But
I
see-
might show up on the tape. Who knows?
But see, so here's my
Let's hope
thing,
not.
right? Because and I've had this conversation with my peers before. I remember when people in my age group were growing up, and I'm 38, I'm pushing 40. When I was in middle school and high school,
Yeah,
I went to school with girls who were built and looked like grown women.
yeah.
When you look at old footage from the NBA when the TV was in black and white, them boys were 25 and look like
They look like-
45.
Yeah.
So the women of that generation, regardless to if they were underage or not, they damn sure didn't look it.
Yeah.
That's true.
So just by viewing the footage, you're not going to be able to tell if anybody was underage.
But all it takes is one snitch.
It does.
That's all it takes is
It-
one snitch.
it- and it's over.
Especially if somebody's embarrassed or something like that. Cease and
Yeah.
desist.
Yeah.
Everybody going to be embarrassed.
But the thing is, it's not like these Freaknik videos haven't been on social media before. Like I done seen videos from Freaknik. They was like, y'all think these girls wild today? Look at these chicks back in during
Yeah.
Freaknik. I done seen the videos, and
Yeah,
they're a lot wilder than probably what
T-Pain
they
tried to
gonna
put something together. I know a couple years back, T-Pain tried to put something together.
That's
To
right.
try to bring and that was my other question. Do y'all think they're gonna bring back Freaknik because of this? Because you
Ain't
know
no need.
The name has changed
Yeah.
over the years.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
in my opinion, it all falls under the same umbrella. They just give it a different name.
Different name.
Like,
Mhm.
like you got Black Bike Week. You got,
Right.
I mean, no matter where you go, it's always going to be on a beach somewhere, Ocean Drive, Collins Avenue,
Mhm.
Washington Avenue. You're going to see all the flyest cars in the world. You're going to see all the flyest women in the world, regardless to what they call it. It's pretty much all the same thing.
Right. Nah,
When
you
Right.
right.
Savage tried to bring Freaknik back, like just for his birthday, and they was like, "Nah, dog, no,
Nah,
You-
I don't think Atlanta.
we'll let you do it, but you ain't doing it. This gonna be an annual thing."
Because see, the thing, like Freaknik, it used to shut down 85. It used to shut down major highways. You see what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
They would get out of the car while on the highway twerking and doing all types of shit. It was
Oh boy,
like-
look at your
Go
mama.
crazy.
yeah, they was wild.
Ain't that your mama? Oh god, my
You know what
mama.
I'm saying?
Lakeisha, ain't that your mama?
Right. Peachtree Street shut down. Oh, like it was wild, man. They used to. So Atlanta, but kind of like what Mo said, it just, you know what I'm saying, the name changed, and plus it's a strip club on every corner now. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's
Yeah.
what, you know what I'm saying. I remember what it was, Black Spring Break, Daytona. They used to sell the little DVDs, you know what I'm saying, back in the day.
Mhm.
But I don't see it coming back like that. I mean, you can
Nah,
do
not
like
because it
a
is.
Freaknik event, you know what I'm saying, but big
Go-
like that.
Yeah.
No,
'Cause I-
and then COVID ain't gone all the way either. So
Yeah. No.
What he says? Rashad says, Sister Patrice out here shaking her cheek. Bernice out
Yeah.
here shaking her cheek.
Hey, how you think Bernie's got 7 grandkids?
Yeah, shaking them
Mhm.
cheeks.
And then she's saved now.
And she
Okay.
saved now. 'Cause
Yeah.
She had
High
to
and
repent.
filled with the Holy Ghost.
Then she had to repent for the Freaknik.
Exactly.
And she only went 1 year.
One is all it takes. One is all it
She
takes.
got it all done in that 1 year. So you know she had to let
Oh my God. I just remember
Insane.
it's crazy. I'm just thinking of all the videos that my cousin used to buy just for what was going on in Freaknik, like them old videos they used to sell, like I said, at the record store, like the hood record store.
Mhm.
So I'm about it. Some some hood DVDs
I'm
of
about it.
Freaknik. Yeah,
Flea
you
markets
know
and
that-
swap meets, man. It used to go
yeah,
down.
you know what I mean. So I'm just thinking, if they really take that footage and use it, oh my God, it's gonna be so. And nobody cared then. It just was funny now compared to back then. You was on camera, you gonna act. I mean, it is like that now. You gonna act a complete fool, but you never thought you was gonna be on somebody tape, like
Right.
tape. Like, you know what I mean? And they selling
Mhm.
you in the hood, like, you know, going crazy. So I don't really see those same people coming back unless it's somebody that's major now or somebody's major's mother. on
Right.
there. I don't really see, that big of a backlash. It's probably more knowing Uncle Luke, he's probably gonna make more of a celebration on it, him and JD. Just because Freaknik, one thing you can't say about Freaknik, people was out there getting shot and all of that, man. People was really kicking it.
Yeah.
People was
and
really,
that's why I said
really
I think it's gonna be tame. And I'm glad you said like celebration. I think it is gonna be a celebration of that event. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these black folks coming together, whoop de whoop, doing this, that, and the third. But I just don't see them even getting close to X-rated or pushing that hard.
No.
I really don't see them doing it.
From what I heard, they're going to talk about the dark side of Freaknik too, because women was out there getting sexually assaulted. They were being raped out there, so that's why I said it's going to sell it. They're going to celebrate it, but they also going to talk about why Freaknik ultimately
got shut down.
Boys
was out there acting like they ain't never seen no cat before.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah,
not that type of cat.
40 favors. Yeah, they was out there, and it's many of videos. You can go to YouTube or anything. It's plenty of videos. This girl coming out, they getting grabbed on. You know what I'm saying? Little thing pulled to the sides. So they can see something. Just wild stuff.
Yeah,
wild stuff. So yeah, there's gonna be two. There's the kicking inside. No violence or whatever, but there's some other stuff going on too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Mika. For real. So let's switch gears for a little bit because this is gonna be more of a Mika subject because she is the horror guru. I'm gonna call her horror guru because she was like, "Yo, we did the thing about It." So I watched Stephen King's It and I loved it. So I started watching It, the newer one. And I generally said I thought the original one on TV was better. And
didn't y'all already have this discussion though?
No, we didn't.
No, we talked about the original It. But he saw the remake and said that the original It was better than. Oh my god!
I just read
that. They was though. I got
it. It was like that though. They was
them
like
that. They were like apple seeds out there. Planted, you know what I'm saying? Like, gotta get it.
Yeah. But no, go ahead, Mick. I'm sorry.
You're good. No, he said he saw the remake. But he only saw part one. I don't know if did you see part two?
I haven't seen part two yet.
Okay, so he only seen part one of the remake, and he thinks that the remake is better than the original.
No, the original.
No, I'm sorry. The original is better than the remake. The original is
better than the remake in certain aspects.
And
that's what I was saying.
Insane.
And okay, so I'll just say this. First of all, you got Tim Reed in this mug kicking it off. Forehead and all. He make me want to pull my forehead back. You know what I'm saying? And show everybody what I got going on. You know what I mean? So he opens up the movie. And to me, when I watched it 2017 is when the first one came out.
2017.
Yeah, it went straight into what was cracking. And I kind of like the mystery of the first one. That's what I was saying. And I've been wanting to talk to Mika about this because I'm like, yo, you kick a movie off with a mystery, so I don't know what the clown looks like. I don't know anything. We're trying to piece together the mystery. They go straight to the gusto in this one.
No, you know what the clown looks like in the beginning of the original.
Well, they do show it, but he
was in the laundry and he killed that little girl. Then he likes that Tim Reed was just like, he looked like an old detective, and he was
forehead shining, made me feel
was standing
good.
out there holding the doll like, I gotta solve this mystery. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna like, I thought he was a cop, and then it was you're supposed to be librarian.
And that's why I kind of liked it because I'm like, okay, what is he doing out here? And it made me intrigued from the beginning. First of all, Kid, I'm a big Kung Fu fan, and if Kid ain't getting beat up or murdered in the beginning of the movie where he's trying to learn Kung Fu or whatever, I'm not interested. So it started off like that. I was sold. I was like, okay, I'm into it. And plus, it's hella cheesy. It is hella cheesy.
That was coming out, but that was what was coming out of the 80s into the 90s, right?
Yeah, it was coming out of the 80s into the 90s, yeah. So I was digging the cheesiness, you know what I mean? Especially when they went from Tim Reed, they went kind of back to the 60s, you know what I mean? And you the people that was there, as far as like the cast of characters as the kids, I was feeling them kids more than I was feeling the other kids. The only reason why I like the other kids because my homeboy was really rocking the New Kids on the Block poster. He was listening to new. I feel him on that. I like little New Kids on the Block.
New kid.
You know what I mean? I remember back in '89. You know what I'm saying?
The right stuff.
Yeah, I was playing it earlier. Oh, you know what I mean? So I was digging that, and it took me to the last literal 40 minutes to get into the movie where I was already invested in the story in the first It. And now I haven't watched the second one, so I'm gonna reserve the rest of my thoughts from when I watched the second one. But I just thought that kicked it off better. That's just my thought. Y'all can go after that.
Well, I think
y'all crazy.
I think though, like coming in with this new It, you know what I'm saying? You have to get to the shits.
Exactly.
Because you know what I'm saying? If you want to go watch It, go watch the original then. Why even do the remake if we not finna shake some shit up? You know what I mean? So you gotta get to the shits. So yeah. Come on, Pennywise, get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Rip George's arm off. Let's go.
Right. So that's what I think when it comes to that.
I wasn't even scared. I like Pennywise. I like the Pennywise. I like Tim Curry's Pennywise. That is hilarious. It is.
But
fun.
see, I think it's horror movies. It's hard to be scared of in today's.
Yeah.
You can't. You know what I'm saying?
We're so desensitized.
Right.
Like,
What you can't scare? I grew up in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? You're not scaring me. It's just gonna be hard to scare me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's you know what, and I keep saying it's the scariest movie I ever watched with Thin Line Between Love and Hate. It's the scariest movie I've ever watched.
It's gotta be real life situations, you know what I mean?
Misery, Fruitville Station, that's scary. This ain't scary to me.
This man saying real life is scary.
Real life.
Real. Paying child support. They should have a movie called Child Support. That's scary. You want to talk about scared? That's scary. We're gonna take you to jail. What?
No.
So plus what he said, you can't replace Tim Curry. You can't. First of all, the scene in the library is one of the greatest scenes in the whole entire shits. Is when he's sitting there like, woo, woo, it just freaking dude out. What is it, Judge Reinhold from Night Court? Man, I'm dying through the whole thing. I've not laughed once. Besides, dude, who is it? The kid from Stranger Things. Just him talking, and plus he was talking way too much in the movie. You know what I mean? But nothing really like got me where I'm just like, I'm intrigued, but I'm also like having a good time. I wasn't having a good time until the last 40 minutes, and then it started getting interesting.
It's kind of what Blue said. It's like the remake was just like no holds bar. Like it was just like we're gonna get to the scary, we're gonna get to terrorizing these kids. Like that's what we doing. Like in the original one, it was, hey, let us introduce you to these characters one by one, so you're invested in them because we about to take.
And remember, it was a TV. It was a TV movie.
TV show, yeah, TV movie,
right? A made for TV movie, which was supposed to be originally a series, but that's a whole nother.
Right.
Oh, you know, Mika, you go ahead and tell us. You know, yeah, go and spit them facts, cause I don't know.
So the original It movie wasn't supposed to be a 2-night miniseries. It actually was supposed to be a 6 episode, 7 episode series, and it was actually supposed to be longer than what we got. So, but because they changed directors and I think they changed directors twice, and Stephen King wasn't involved, it ended up being shortened down to a 2-night episodes, and that was it. So, but in the original, like I said, it was just more so like, hey, we're going to introduce these characters to you, so you feel something for them, because when we get to this second half, we about to terrorize the crap out of them. In this remake, it's like we're terrorizing these kids from jump, and this is the reason. But one of them is going to be stronger than the rest of them, or two of them is going to be stronger than the rest of them, and like that was the whole purpose behind it. It's like, get to it. Let's get to it. Let's start terrorizing these kids, because you start to care for these. I started to care for the kids, because I'm like, dang, like this clown is really like no holds barred. Like he trying, like, and his teeth, scared the hell out of me. But like that. That's why I kind of like the remake more than the original. I'm not saying I would trade Tim Curry for
Skarsgård.
Like I would still keep Tim Curry.
Yeah, that was Skarsgård.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade Tim Curry for him. But definitely storyline wise, the remake is just like boom, 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 boom. Where like I didn't more so care about the adults in the original movie. Like I was like, kind of want all of y'all to die.
Huh.
So you want Tim Reed to die? Well, I'm about to. Don't you do Tim Reed like that?
I'm just saying. Only purpose he served was getting everybody together.
I mean, he was showing back up in Sister anyway, so it's all right.
Yeah. I done died resurrected.
No, like in the original, I just wanted all the adults to die. Like I was just like, y'all are stupid. Why y'all going to go fight a clown with two silver pieces that somebody went down there in the sewer to go get it. I went down there while he was sleeping. You're bold.
That was crazy though.
You're bold.
That's crazy.
That shit was crazy.
Crazy.
That's like one of the most memorable scenes for me was when they were, because I was like, these motherfuckers is really finna go down here for this shit. Like, wouldn't be me.
Exactly.
You're gonna come back up and you're gonna stink.
Like the kids going down there, like in the first movie or in the first half of the series or whatever. It was like, and even in the first movie, like when the kids went down the sewer, like can't even lie, like my heart was like, yo, like these kids about to get it.
Yeah.
All of them about to get it. And then they got separated and not separated, but they was all like holding hands. And, he was terrorizing each one of them as he, while they were in the fog. My heart was like, no, I can't do this.
I watched this shit. I watched the shit backwards back in the day. So I watched the second part before I watched the first part. Shit was crazy.
Rashad brought up a good point. Are any remakes better than the original though? I mean, Total Recall proved
True Grit.
that. True Grit. Yeah, now True Grit is really good. Really, really good. There's a few that's out there, but it's not a lot. And it really depends on what you're feeling towards. It doesn't bring you a nostalgia feeling if you watched it when it first came. Like if they redid Lost Boys, I wouldn't feel it as much as you know what I mean.
I do think they should do something with Lost Boys.
They are redoing the Lost Boys.
I know, and that's why
they've been claiming they redoing that for years.
Oh no, it's supposed to come out in like 2024 or something like that.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick, but Top Gun Maverick is a sequel. Yeah, it's not really a remake.
I say it, Fright Night.
You think Fright Night was better than the first? No, man. No, Charlie. No, man. Nah.
The guy, don't you do that, Rashad.
No.
The Lost Boys is a classic.
Yes, Lost Boys good.
Lost Boys is amazing.
Man, if y'all he got to go in the corner, man. What's he good?
Go over there.
What is wrong with him, man?
The Lost Boys is a complete classic.
With the Frog Brothers, is you crazy?
Yeah, for real. The Frog Brothers alone.
Anything after that is trash. But
the Frog Brothers alone. But you know what freaked me out about the Lost Boys? I could not eat fried rice out of a box for I don't know how long. I thought maggots was really gonna be there. That's a real talk.
Yeah, I think a lot of people was like that. They had to double check. Hold on.
Yeah, like
okay, we good.
Okay, we straight. Okay. Because I ain't gonna lie, that freaked me out. Now that's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's
so
gross.
just like with me, when it comes to horror, I still think the original is better. But they're kind of on.
Oh, okay. I was
about to say, I mean, a little bit. They have their own thing. You know what I mean? But RoboCop the original is RoboCop the original. I can't.
Nah, I be quoting that shit. I'm like, I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah, you can't. See, and I think that's what it is when it comes to these remakes. There's something that's in there. Like I said, Tim Curry's version of Pennywise. When you do another version, and yes, the newer version of Pennywise is a whole lot scarier, a whole lot more menacing, monstrous, all of that. There's nothing like when you first see this dude and he's being hilarious, like a clown, and still killing people. It's like if Ronald McDonald got high off meth and was like, you know what? Y'all done today. Y'all done.
That'd be a good ass motherfucking movie. I'll watch that shit.
The thing about RoboCop that got me, I'm like, all right, you forgot a bag of potato chips in the car. You went to go get it. The car blows up. All that's left of you is your head and your right hand. How are you alive?
Hey, you see the meme that be floating around though?
How are you alive?
Somebody he died and they still made him come back to work.
Yes. They still made this brother come to work after he's dead.
He still had to show up for work. Man.
And then the crazy thing about it is, I feel like the movie, they wrote it in like that. Like, we're gonna make it to where he at least has one hand just for like public relations and like customer interaction.
Probably,
like
yeah.
So
Now the remake
like
was foo-foo. The remake was foo-foo, man. It was BS, man. It took me a couple watches to actually get through it. And I ain't even like Samuel Jackson role in it.
Because he wakes up and he's like, wait, how much of me is left? And then the machine separates. If I'd have looked down and just saw this, hey, hey, let me see that pistol right there. No, hey,
yeah. Where the plug at? Let me pull this motherfucker real quick.
I gotta go.
This is on the real as far as vampire movies. What is the top 3?
That's a Blue question.
Blue, you kick this one. You kick this one off. I'm gonna go last.
Lost Boys is up there. I like vampires. I don't know if y'all ever seen vampires with
that sounds familiar.
I forgot his name.
James Woods.
Yeah, James Wood. That's up there. Then I'm I would say shit. It's my top one because I want to throw Dracula in there, but I don't want to throw Dracula in there.
Oh, you talking about the one with
no, Bram Stoker. Bram Stoker.
That's what I'm saying. The one with
I want to throw that in there. Fuck it, I'll throw it in there. Dracula, and then my honorable mention is Vampire in Brooklyn, just because.
Evil is good.
Just because. That was a good time, man. I don't care what y'all say. That was a good ass time for that movie, man.
Mika's face.
So trash.
That was a good time with that movie, man.
But the movie don't count.
Did you see that dog? It was a big wolf dog.
You didn't see that motherfucker flip flopping and shit right now. You say I had a girl, I met a woman like that. You know, we have to get that. Man, that's classic. That's classic.
And you know, it's a couple. I want to say Blade, but I don't look at Blade is a vampire movie, but it ain't
superhero genre.
Yeah, it's, you know what I'm saying? Underworld, I wanted to say that too, but it's more. You know what I'm saying? Because I love the Underworld series. Underworld series is dope.
Except for the last one, I like the Underworld series. Go ahead, Mika. What's your 3? Since Rashad brought it up.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna go the original Fright Night.
What just happened?
Fright Night and Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, see, Mika.
I forgot about that. I forgot. Yeah, that's a good vampire movie. Period.
And then probably
hold on, why you say the original Fright Night when you think the other Fright Night is better than the original?
The original Fright Night is good. Like, it's a classic. Still got to go in my top 3.
Okay, all right. Okay.
The remake is somewhere in there. But I guess my top one would probably have to be
Count Duckula.
No, he said Blackula.
Oh,
Blackula cannot be that. No, Blackula is not. We're not gonna do that, Rashad. We're not gonna do that. Blackula at the end, that shit come on. We're not doing that, man.
Yeah.
And his sideburns grew out and shit. We're not doing that, man. I don't even know how they CGI'd that shit back then.
Sideburns were disrespectful.
Let the right one in. Let the right one in.
Ah, yeah. The original or the
both of them.
Both of them. You put
because I mean, it's just it's a scene for scene shot. Yeah. So both of them. Let the right one in, and then honorable mention would be From Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn is very dope.
Wait, that was.
It's still a vampire movie.
You're right. Yeah, I'm with it.
Still a vampire movie.
All right, Mo, what's happening?
Man, I'm petty and I'm immature and I'm childish. My favorite vampire is the Count from Sesame Street. I'm not going back and forth with none of y'all. Go ahead, Dre.
Look, I ain't even got no problem with that.
I learned
how to count from my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We good.
1, 2, 3 holes.
We good. We good.
All right,
no problem with that.
So Lost Boys, Underworld 2. Underworld 2 is dope because it's the Lycans versus the Underworld 2. And then number 3 would probably be Bram Stoker's Dracula because it's the original tale of Dracula.
Yeah.
Now I could have went all the way back to the early 1930s one, but that Bram Stoker's told that story in a modern light. It
was better to me.
Amazing. Yes, it is amazing. So I would give that one. And then honorable mention is Dusk Till Dawn because I could watch that all day.
Hey,
Man. But see,
Salma
It's
Hayek.
not a bad movie. I'm just
I already said it. Salma Hayek. That's it.
well that, but
you're
it's
right. Yeah.
but it's more of like it has that grindhouse feel. And I like grindhouse type of movies, so that's why I like it so much.
Okay.
It's like gritty and stuff like that. I'm digging that. It's silly as shit. You ain't gonna sit there and act like it ain't silly. It's some silly parts of that, but it's awesome silly. You know what I mean? It ain't stupid. It ain't like you sit there like, hey, for real. Like, who wrote this? It's a good.
Did y'all watch all the sequels and shit?
I did
No,
watch
I
all
didn't
the
go
sequels.
that. I didn't go
them.
that far.
Cause see, that just drops.
I didn't go that far.
Actually, I'll take so like for me,
Yeah, Priest was dope.
that was dope. From Dusk Till Dawn 2, because it's a prequel to From Dusk Till Dawn. Like I like that one because I was like, at least like this is where we learn how she came to be. You know what I'm saying? But that they could have kept that third one.
No, they did more than 3. They had a 4th and a 5th.
Oh, they could have kept all of them there.
4th and the 5th one I think came out like the same.
Two I'll watch, but that anything after that,
because I remember I rented them shits. It was all on one DVD.
So trash.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah,
but they was snake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess the lore, but they was snakes. They was into snakes and shit. So
that's the lore.
Yeah, like it was it's like some kind of
Daybreakers.
Ooh, Daybreakers.
I like Daybreakers.
You know what?
I actually went back and rewatched it and I was like, I like this one.
The joint where they was up in Alaska.
30 Days a Night.
30 Days a Night. I want to throw that. I want to throw that up in there too. That was crazy.
I don't watch enough horror.
You never
movies,
seen 30 Days a Night?
I don't watch. Okay, so if you can't tell, let me just show you. If y'all can't tell from the back
what's
here,
going on, man.
This is what I watch. I ain't got time for a lot of the flim flam.
Let me cast this 30 Days a Night to your shit real quick.
Yeah.
That 30 Days a Night was wild, man.
So I don't. It's like when it come to movies, it's now because when I was a kid, I did nothing but watch horror movies. You know what I mean? Cujo, Carrie, Firestarter, Prom Night 2. And I always will say this: all of Stephen King's movies end so anticlimactic. It is gut wrenching. It pisses me off. But
you didn't like Sleepwalkers?
It just the end. I love Sleepwalkers. It's the end. Like the end is so Children of Corn. The original Children of Corn is so anticlimactic. When you get to the end and everything is done, it's not like it's like this is it. Yeah, I mean the explosion ain't even real. So you know what I mean. So when I watch, I watch a lot of horror movies. One of my favorite horror movies of all time is Christine. It's Christine.
Did you say Tommy Knockers?
He just said, you know, no, I don't like that, and I never watched that.
I like Abraham.
That
movie was actually pretty dope.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool, man. I'm waiting on the Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer joint. That's what I'm waiting on.
What?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
I'm so done. Matter of fact, I'm with Rashad on this one.
Look, go check. Look, just Google it. Time out. Go. We ain't even got to talk about it no more. Just go Google it.
Nigga, what did you just say?
You heard exactly. I said what I said, my guy.
Harriet Tubman, the Demon Slayer.
Yes.
I want them to stop playing.
Ain't nobody playing.
Ain't nobody playing. No, it's a real deal thing. We talked about it on the show. It's a real deal thing.
I'm Googling it.
Check it.
Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer.
Was I there for this?
No. Nah. This was on Blues House.
We talked about it on Blues House.
Check it.
Hold up. I'm literally looking this up. Demon Slayer?
Yeah. We don't.
Oh my God.
Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer.
What?
She going
That
Why?
shit
around.
look dope, don't it? Shit look good.
Why? First of all, it looks like a Japanese anime.
Shit look dope.
So if it's a Japanese anime, I'm all over it. I'm not even gonna hold you. But was this a comic?
Yeah,
This
it's
is
a comic
book?
It's a graphic novel. Graphic novel.
Nah, it's all,
I'm just
it's
waiting
all
for
the
somebody
same.
to pick it up and just
Yeah, and just run.
give
with
me
it.
a good
Yo, he
Harriet
got
Tubman
91%.
Demon Slayer.
He got
I need
91%.
a drink.
I'm trying to tell you. Think I'm playing, man.
I'm trying to be like Mo out here. And man,
Look,
I'm just saying.
what you said they had, Mac? 91.
91%. People love this.
Exactly.
91% like this book. And just because, you know what? It's a Kickstarter. I'm about to buy it on Amazon. About to buy it on Amazon. But yeah, I think I'm playing. I'm about to buy this Harriet Tubman. I cannot believe that.
Yeah, man.
I can't believe now they need a
Who do I
Catch a
need to
Freeman
talk
movie.
to get my own show?
right.
Who do I need to contact? You know what? I'm finna. You know what? The name just hit me. The Adventures of Baxter Stockman.
The Adventures.
The Adventures of Baxter Stockman coming in 2025.
Anthony Mackie was in there. Wow.
Everything.
Oh my God.
That's Tupac, man.
Anthony Mackie was at Freaknik 96.
Hey, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yo,
I would not doubt it.
that's funny. Okay, all right. I'm gonna support that because the brother made that. I'm going to support. I'm going to support that because I ain't gonna lie. It kind of sounds awesome, but he is right. How can you what is it? He's like, how the hell you can't end slavery, but you got KKK vampire? I'm just saying, you right. You right.
Hey,
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
I
She's
think
a
that'd be
ninja
dope.
warrior.
Yes.
So we need the real story of Catcher Freeman. If we gonna do Harriet Tubman, we need the real story. We need the definitive story of Catcher Freeman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need a lot. We need a lot of other stuff.
Go ahead and make that comeback.
For real.
Yeah. Frederick. Hey. That should have probably worked.
Oh.
I can see that shit work.
Just as long as they don't make it like what's it what did y'all watch the Dino Priest?
Velocipaster.
Velocipaster, yeah.
Yeah, Velocipaster.
As long as they don't make it like Velocipaster, I'm cool. That's funny. Frederick Douglass, Dino Hunter. Damn, who was you? Malcolm X, Zombie Killer? Sigourney, Warrior of Truth. You know what I mean? That's it. Oh my God, let me stop because I'm
so now we just bringing back all the civil rights activists.
Bring them back.
That's what's happening.
I mean, basically, that's what they did with Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? I mean, honestly, would you watch that though? Would you watch Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer?
I'm watching.
I got to see the trailer.
I'm watching.
What if they made it? Because this is. What if they? I'm telling you. I'm
he like the John Wick of freedom fighters.
And you know, George Washington Carver had a softer voice than Michael Jackson. Could you imagine that? Let me. I'm not gonna take it anymore. Please, motherfuckers.
No, I'm not gonna special to somebody's forehead. I know you took my peanut butter. I know you took and because you took my peanut butter, you got to go.
If you, honestly, and this just caught me. If you watch the Western with who?
Wild Wild West.
No, wow, not that. With Jonathan Majors in Eldritch Elba.
The Harder They Fall.
Harder They Fall. All of those people that was named in there were real people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they just made the story up for them. So technically, they could, if they want to get wild with it, they technically could do that. Yeah. And I think just because it's Harriet Tubman, I don't think that's gonna. Boy, black people gonna ride
until they watch it.
They should link her up with Abraham Lincoln, the vamp.
Yeah, do a crossover with Abraham Lincoln.
She ended up killing Abraham Lincoln. That's what I want to happen. But then that's my own thoughts. But let me shut up.
Did Hugh Jackman do a vampire movie?
He did Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Van
Helsing.
And that's not good. And that's not good. I tried to get into it. Van Helsing is not that good at all.
It lacked.
It lacked a lot, especially him coming off of the X-Men franchise and the way that
coming off of
Underworld, yeah. And again, I love
That's probably why I don't remember it as much.
Yeah, it was.
And what's funny is because Rashad, I made a whole video about Stagecoach Mary and how she was completely different than the character they portrayed on there, and they tell you that they portrayed it differently in the beginning of the movie. You know what I mean? I had to go off on people like, yo, I get what you're saying. At the same time, go research these people for yourself. So you can be able to know who they are. Instead of just getting mad at a movie who tell you these are real life people, these are real life names, but the stories and everything is completely fictional. You know what I mean?
They was mad because she was light skinned and wasn't heavy set and all that shit. And they was like,
yeah, dumb, just dumb. I mean, let me not say it like, I just feel you're too educated and ain't just taking it for what it is, because Bill Pickett didn't look like that. You know what I'm saying? And the rest and Cherokee Bill didn't look like that. You know what I mean? They just picked Stagecoach Mary. Okay, I got y'all. I got y'all. So I made a little video about it. You know what I'm saying? And said y'all doing too much. But anyway,
too much.
Anyway, what do you guys got going on, man? And how can a lot of people find you or follow you on your social medias and all of that, man?
Go ahead, Mo.
Go ahead, Blue.
How y'all do that?
Go ahead, Mika.
Wait, why? Go ahead, Dre.
Yeah. So in the morning, I'm going to be bringing you more of the Dre Mack Show in the morning. I'm not, you know what? Tonight it's funny because I have my shoe I'm supposed to be putting in my shoe boxes so I can put my shoes in, and those clear shoebox collections. I'm supposed to be doing that. And then I was like, you know what? I want to do a podcast, get everybody on. I did one earlier. Matter of fact, before I kind of wrap it up, what do y'all think about, because I did this video earlier, the critics? Do y'all listen to critics? That's a good question. Do y'all listen to critics when it comes to these movies? Before we do all of that, what do y'all listen to critics?
I don't.
It depends.
I don't.
Go ahead and elaborate on that, Blue.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? To me, a critic ain't supposed to make you go or not go. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to just give you like an idea of what, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in the movies. Right, what to expect. So, you know what I'm saying? Well, okay. And they got to be trusted. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now critics aren't trusted. You know what I'm saying? Like, because... All right, no bullshit. So they've been killing Grace Randolph. Like, you know what I'm saying? She murdered herself on this Mario
Mario
shit. And I'm like,
she killed herself.
Did she even watch? You know what I'm saying? Because it's to the point now. It's like, it don't even seem like she watched the fucking movie. You know what I mean? So you can't critique some shit that you ain't even watch. So I think now nobody has trust in critics. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, Siskel and Ebert used to have their little hour that used to come on, I think, with like PBS or some shit. I can't even remember.
Nah, he used to come on like CBS.
With the CBS?
Yep.
It was something like that. But you know, they had, and you know, you sit there and you watch when who died? Ebert? Ebert died, right?
Yeah. Ebert
Siskel went first.
No, Gene Siskel. No, Ebert died first. Gene Siskel died later on after
later on.
Yeah.
But because you know, when both of them was on the show and they was doing the shit, you know what I'm saying?
I listened in.
First. Yeah, because it was Ebert Roper in the movies. That's right. You're right.
But I think they had credibility. I think people lack journalistic talent now. You know what I'm saying? Everything just for likes, clicks, shares, or whatever. Nobody goes and does the work. So you have to find a critic that you actually can trust. You know what I mean? If you're going to listen to them. Now I just go in, especially when I see some shit where the scores don't match up. that's gonna make you distrust critics
Yep.
all day long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All day.
And when
There's
you
no-
say
there
scores
should-
don't match up, kind of elaborate what you mean on that. Are you talking about like Rotten Tomato scores, IMDb? You know
It
what I'm
could be
saying?
anything. Just if the audience score and the critic score should not
Yeah.
be far, it shouldn't be a 20 to 30 percentage gap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it shouldn't be like that. People are people.
Yeah, that's a lot.
What you say, Mo?
I said that's a lot.
Yeah, it's
It
a
is
lot.
a
And that's
lot.
what's been going on lately. It's been like a separation
Like,
of 20 to 30.
When
You know what I
the
mean?
margin is that wide, it's like
I always feel there's been a disconnect between the critics and the audience for a while. And especially with this Mario movie. Mario, and I just put this up, Rotten Tomato score is 56% when I just looked at it. No, 54%
Yeah,
critic
it went up a little
score
bit.
out of 200 critics.
Mhm.
Out of 10,000 reviewers, certified Rotten Tomato reviewers, as far as audience reviewers, 96%. So there's a disconnect there. And to me, I feel like a lot of these critics, especially a lot of YouTubers, and I hate to say this, sometimes I think they're there to destroy a movie. You know what I mean?
They shield for a certain company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things
Like
of
they
that
shield them
nature.
for they shield them for DreamWorks right now.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's why if you go and look at some of the Illumination movies that's come out, the scores are always off. The movie's
Off.
great, but the scores
Mhm.
are off. It's because these critics are leaning more. They support in DreamWorks.
DreamWorks and Pixar.
Mhm.
Oh, and Disney, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as the way that I look at it, like I grew up on Siskel and Ebert, you know what I'm saying? Siskel and Ebert in the movies. Sean Edwards here in Kansas City is a film critic. I've been watching him for years. Actually got to work with him a couple of times too. Very good guy. And I understand where they're coming from as far as critiques. They're looking at plot, story, which is basically realm in the same thing, but the way the plot moves in the story, overarching story. They're looking at cinematography, how the film looks. Is it gorgeous? Is it beautiful? The acting in that, in the pacing. So I know some of the criteria that they're looking for. To me, a lot of these critics, especially in the social media age, and you said this earlier, is that if I bash it, more people will come to my channel to see why I bashed it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I watched Grace Randolph, she, for one, how you don't know about the Tanuki suit? You literally said I played Mario back in the day, but you don't know what the Tanuki suit is? Like
she didn't know nothing.
She
She
played
didn't know-
the first
when
Mario Brothers. That's what she played.
You're right.
That was
she
it.
played. She
Nothing.
played more. She didn't play Super Mario Bros. She played Mario
No,
Bros.
she played Mario Brothers.
Yeah, she played
Yeah.
Mario
Mario
Brothers.
Bros.
Yeah,
Mario
bro.
Bros.
That's what she played.
Well, she played Donkey Kong with Mario in it.
Right.
Right. So when she was giving her review, she didn't know. She was like, well, how does a general audience know what the Mushroom Kingdom is? I'm like, they tell you. They literally tell
say
you
in the movie.
that they're there. It's like it's like now when I watch Morbius, there's a reason why I gave Morbius a low score, because I felt it was boring. It's pacing issues. The ending doesn't make sense. They're drinking blue blood. I can give you a lot of quality details to tell you why this movie does not work. You
And
know what I
Sony
mean?
just can't get
It just can't. But
they
again,
can't get right.
but Enter the Spider-Verse is completely different, because I can tell you why these things does work. So they have something that they could be able to do. It's just I don't know what happened with that. And plus, a movie like Morbius, nobody cares about a second-tier Spider-Man character.
Right.
So I can tell you the audience and the critics are not really going to like this. With the Mario Brothers, everybody knows about. You done play one Mario Brothers game in your whole entire life. Whether it's Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, whether it's Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, 3, Odyssey, 64,
Mario Kart,
Mario
Smash
Kart,
Brothers.
Mario
Party.
spans 40 years, dog.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
40
you.
years.
40
worth
years.
of
Mario Tennis, Mario on the
Dr.
like,
Mario.
Hey,
Come
Dr.
on, man.
Mario's my shit, y'all.
Yeah, Dr. Mario is one of the hardest games.
Then you
to
got
get in
bootleg
first.
Mario, Waluigi, Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, Wario and Waluigi. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what
It
I'm
could
saying?
come
Like,
from alternate
But
universe.
Mario been around long as Bugs Bunny.
damn
Right.
near.
Right,
Damn near.
exactly, Rashad. So I didn't understand you going, and E-Man did the same thing too. I looked at E-Man sideways like, this movie's not good. Like, what are you?
I think he
What?
look. I told you, Mac. I think E-Man done switched over to the other side. I told you
I
that.
went to the dark side.
I told you.
Think
That.
I don't want to internet bash nobody.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, if he getting his bread, go get your bread. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You know.
because I've been watching E-Man for so long now. Some things don't surprise me when he says, but this one really surprised me because the movie's not long. It's literally 92 minutes. It's
I think that's what
linear.
make it good too. It was
It's fun. It's
Yep.
so much fun. It's linear. You don't need to watch a whole bunch of things. Hell, you don't need to play Mario Kart to know that they're about to do Mario Kart. You know what I'm saying? In this particular part of the movie. Or you don't have to know that this dude is going to get a power up and he's getting a cat power up. You don't have to know where it comes from. You just know he's getting a power up because that is the basis of Mario.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just
crazy.
certain.
It's supposed to be wild. It's supposed to. You ain't even supposed to. You know what I'm saying? To me, shit don't need to be explained.
Right, and what's killing me right now is that most of the critics are bashing. Marvel is doing all these things, and it has to tie into one thing, and you have to watch all this stuff, and a lot of audience doesn't want to do that. Then you talk about this movie, who literally tells you Mario is going in there to save his brother. How you gonna do it? And that's not enough story. What? I don't.
They wanted the
Peaches for the
storyline
tree.
from the.
She really want to be with Bowser, and Mario keep getting in the way. All the Koopas is Mexican because there's a million of them. You know what?
That does not reflect the house and views of the Dre Mac show.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
This dude is dumb.
Nah, they want the plot from the Super Mario Brothers movie, the one that tanked. That's what
a lot of people was like. Oh, this ain't even as good as the '93 movie. I'm like,
have you ever watched that?
Have y'all watched the '93
movie?
movie?
That's what y'all should do for bad bad movie
Please
too.
don't do that.
Super Mario Brothers, yes, the 1993 one. Go ahead and get a good chunk of that. You'll want to throw yourself out the window after watching that because
exactly. Go watch the '93 version, then go rewatch this movie and see if you still feel the same way.
Yes, y'all should do that for Bad Movie Tuesday.
Then, like I said, hating ass John Leguizamo and shit.
In John Leguizamo, I feel like they didn't ask him to be a part of this movie, so that's why he's hating right now. That's it. It's the only conclusion I can come from.
Right? What he was?
Yeah, I mean,
who was he gonna play?
He ain't been a part of Mario since that damn movie. Now he wanted, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He wasn't part of the video games, nothing. He was in that one movie, and he wasn't even Italian.
And what's his name?
I don't even know how that was.
What was his name?
The TV show at one point too, a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was the co-star of that? What's
Bob
his name?
Hopkins.
John Hopkins.
Yeah,
John Hopkins hated that movie. John Hopkins hated that movie. He hated being on set with John Leguizamo. They said all in the documentary. He hated every piece of that movie. And then now he's the only one getting mad. Come on, dog.
He's like, there's no Latin representation in this movie. You mean you're not in this movie?
Yeah, you see the TMZ video.
Yeah.
This is the time I want TMZ to call my phone, so I could have said something about it. But no, they didn't call me this time.
Yeah,
they gonna call me when something else. I gotta pick through slim pickets, not good stuff like that. You know what I mean? But that's my whole thing. When it comes to movies, it's like the critics want to say one thing, you turn around and bash the movie for the same thing you just said. What's wrong with this movie? If Ant-Man and the Wasp has too much going on, and it's supposed to be a family film, but the family is lacking and all of that, then you would say, oh, that's convoluted. Well, Mario getting separated from his brother is actually a perfect story, so Mario can do his thing because everybody knows, and all of us knows when we used to play Nintendo when we was kids. Yeah, who gonna be first?
Little brother got the little tall green dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody's first player. Everybody wants to be Mario. Ain't nobody saying, man, let me play with Luigi today. Nobody's saying that.
I ain't gonna lie. Super Smash Brothers on 64, which I still have. Luigi all day.
Okay, that's different.
It's Super Mario 2.
Though.
Super Mario 2, I play with Luigi.
Because Luigi can fly, but he be running the shit. He a little Fifi kick I used to play. I ain't gonna lie. I used to play with the princess. Anytime
Princess
I
too,
play,
yeah.
I play with the princess because princess is dope in that movie. Yes, I play
Nobody
with the
play
princess.
with Toad.
I tell.
Nobody
No,
play with
Toad
Toad.
sucks. Toad sucks in Super Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah, remember he couldn't even lift up the damn shit.
Yeah, he can lift the radishes.
Yeah.
He's struggling. No,
Nah,
princess.
we good.
Princess. First of all, she can lift up every radish and toss them at you from a distance because I
Yeah.
can fly. If you know what I mean. And I used to play. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be singing "I Can Believe I Can Fly" when we still play that game. So don't get mad at me. I had issues. I had problems. But and so what I'm saying is that with a movie that's linear, how can you get mad because there's not enough plot when the plot is straightforward? You know what I mean? It's like the critics can say one thing, but again, I believe that a lot of these critics, especially the ones on YouTube, are getting a lot of Disney dollars. And I'm not gonna say who, what, where, when, and why, but y'all, I'm just saying, Disney
They
give
get
you
your
them
money,
Disney
man.
bucks.
Get
They
your
tell
money.
you can be at the premieres on the red carpet. You know what I'm saying? They tell you you could be, and basically they pull the Suge Knight. Hey, you don't want to be on your YouTube video struggle streaming. You know what I'm saying? All of your camera. You want to come over and kicking it with Disney? Come to the Mouse House. That's all I'm saying.
Nah.
Come kick it with the Mouse House. So I that's all I'm saying. Because
Now I see a lot of. It seems like you said, they wrote this shit for kids, so kids can follow real easy.
and it's
know what I'm saying?
illumination.
It's illumination. This wasn't.
They're
So
bridging the
adults can
gap.
get their nostalgia on,
Thank
and
you.
kids can follow it real easy. Everybody come together, say high five. This was a good movie. Let's go eat. You know what I'm saying? That's what this was about.
My son talks to everything. Everything. I'm like, little dude, shut up. And I love my son to death, but he will talk through a movie, ask me questions. This dude didn't speak, and I knew how good it was. He didn't say nothing. He was in there having fun. He laughing. He looking at me because they played the Donkey Kong 64 thing. Donkey Kong. I'm telling you, that's the J. If you ever played Donkey Kong 64, it's super fun. And they kick it off with the Donkey Kong rap. That's amazing to me. And then Jack Black is amazing. So I'm like, if my kids can sit there through this movie, it's not too long where they getting antsy. It's literally just the right amount of pacing to get you in, out. You know what I'm saying? Then you could go home and play Mario Brothers. I'm good with it. I don't get it. People complain about movies are too long. Then the movie is just right. You're like, that sucks. So maybe it's a little bit of both. You know what I mean? And maybe they're getting that money on the side. Because you said it before. Journalism, not necessarily journalism skills, but integrity on journalism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I think it is. They show you a little money. You can go on the red carpet. Hey, you can be whatever you want. You can say whatever you want to about this movie. I gave you some money, so keep it cool.
Right.
We seen that with one other movie. I ain't gonna say the name, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, but everybody was talking about how good it was. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, where? So anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
You already know.
All I'm saying about that. That's all I'm saying.
Those are the longest 2 funerals I ever been to in my life, man.
I can't.
I just thought about this. They didn't get a Queen a funeral.
Yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh man, I probably was still crying from the other funeral I just went through earlier.
But this is the only 2 funerals I had to pay to go see, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Uncle, I didn't even cry my Uncle June funeral. I got to cry through this. This is a mess. Anyway, but Don, what do you guys got going on? I'm about to wrap it up here in a minute. What do you guys got going on? What's next for Blues House? What's next for Popcorn and Your Beer? Let me know.
Shit, I'm just trying to grow, man. Trying to get Blues House on every YouTube screen, every Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, man. Just trying to put that logo on everybody's face, man, and build. That's really about it.
Facts. Mo, what you got going on, man? Your TikTok video with it was a TikTok, or it was TikTok where you was at work with the
getting
truck,
gas. Yeah, that's
getting gas. I like, man.
You know what? I originally uploaded that video to TikTok, and they took my sound off immediately. So I deleted it from TikTok and uploaded it to my Instagram since TikTok wanted to be some Never mind, don't worry about it. But So anybody who's watching the live stream right now, Kingmo254 is my TikTok, and I have my link tree in my TikTok bio that can take you to everything else I got going on. As far as popcorn in your beard is concerned, we're trying to transition into being more content based. That's why we don't go live as much as we used to. So I'm actually in the process of working on my own segment on the channel called King Mo's Corner, where the pettiness and the childishness and the immatureness is going to be at an all-time high. So when I get that in motion, it's going down.
Facts. That's dope. That's dope. Mika G.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What do you got upcoming? What do you got going on? If you got nothing going on, let me know.
I'm actually going to be working on a project. Not filming it, but I'm gonna be in it. So got that coming up soon.
What?
That's what I'm talking about.
What'd you say?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And then, still streaming on the 2 shows that I'm on. And then, like I said before, getting this shoe, this custom shoe thing off the ground again. I mean, it was heavy during the pandemic. Like I was on it. I was on it during the pandemic. Cause I mean, working from home and all you doing is sitting in meetings. I was sit there half the time and just paint. So trying to get that back off the ground again. Yeah.
That's dope.
Oh,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say social medias. You can follow me on TikTok is That's So Mika G 2U, like the number 2, then you, and then my Instagram is That's So Mika G.
And if y'all don't know, she's a dope skater too. I skate like Bambi, firstborn.
She swears she retired too.
I am retired.
She's a dope. If you check her out on IG, she can skate. I look like a baby being born. You know what I'm saying? Just the way I skate, and I ain't skated since 1993, and I'm not today.
Mika be giving usher lessons and shit. She about it.
But it's dope though, because I don't know. I don't think she knows, but I used to do the customizing too during the pandemic. I really got into customizing shoes and doing different looks and stuff like that. I spent a lot of money on some Angelus paint though. You know what I mean? Just trying to give different looks of Jordans. I still do restorations. If somebody need their shoes clean, restored and stuff like that, I still do that. I just don't do it as often because I'm trying to really get the YouTube channel popping. You know what I mean? So I bought a new camera, got new lighting and stuff like that. Got the new background setup back here. I look phony baloney. So that's how good the camera. Yeah. You said what?
Play with them camera settings, man.
Yeah, I did. That's fun. I think it's because it's how bright this light is. It just makes it's bouncing like literally off the camera. It's making me look funny. To me, I look funny. I don't look real, but I look at myself in the mirror like, man, that's a funny looking dude. But anyway,
it's all right. You could be RoboCop.
I could just wake up and be like,
head and arm.
Why did it remind me of the head detective from The Living Color?
The Living Color.
Oh my god!
Oh man,
he was like, "Quick, throw me through the window."
Man!
Right, I've been watching The Living Color, man. I've been watching The Living Color, dog. So when you said that shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
You know, when to wrap it up, when he said wrap it up, B, you already know I gotta wrap it up. King Mo, Mika, Blue, I appreciate you guys for coming through and hanging with me. I'm about to just put y'all backstage for a moment or whatever so I can wrap this thing up, but I do appreciate it. Make sure you guys are going to Popcorn in Your Beard. That's Popcorn in Your Beard. If you don't know how to spell popcorn in your beard, don't go on their channel at all. If you want to go to Blues House, that's BLU House. It's in the background. If you don't know how to spell BLUS House, don't go on this channel either, because you need to go to Sesame Street and find out how to count and spell.
Get with Gordon them in Sesame Street, man. Is Gordon even still on Sesame Street?
Ain't Gordon?
Didn't Gordon die?
I was
Did
gonna say,
he
I
not?
think Gordon going to be on another
Yeah,
sleep.
hey, look, man. Look, hey,
Gordon going to be up with Jesus. Oh,
salute to Gordon then. Man. I ain't know. Look.
I don't know. I
think
don't know. I think he's gone. But
Okay.
anyway,
Rest in peace,
I'm
Gordon.
gonna put y'all backstage, man, and wrap this thing up. But I appreciate y'all. All right, so you know what it is, man. It's the Dre Mac Show. I appreciate you guys for hanging with me on this live. Just chopping it up with Blues House Live, Popcorn and Your Beer. Make sure you guys are checking out their channel. Make sure to check out these other channels like Chillmonger's channel, Tim Talks, SSJK Dot. Make sure to check out Back of the Bus podcast, D Real. Be Real with D-Real's podcast. All these podcasts that I'm mentioning, you know what I'm saying, and a couple others. Make sure you're checking it out. We're a community of brothers and sisters just trying to do our thing. Make sure you guys are checking us out. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher. Let me go ahead and get my outro. Where is it at? If you came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking around for the entirety of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little more personal with me, hit me up on my Instagram, hit me up on Twitter, or any of the social medias that you see below you. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.